We are going to get started with something that Diddy and his lawyers knew was coming down the pike eventually, and now it has happened. A new indictment, it's called a superseding indictment. It really replaces the original one that the federal prosecutors had filed against him. And the big headline here is that now they are saying there are two more victims, two more women that the feds are calling victims of Diddy and his criminal operation, as they've laid it out in this indictment. Remember, before, all they had was victim one, and we know through things that have been said in court and that are connecting victim one to the videotaped beating of Cassie. So we know that victim one is Cassie. Victims 2 and 3, who have now been added in this new document, we don't know their identities, but the feds have described them, saying that they are women that that Diddy transported for purposes of prostituting them. And they lay out some of the allegations and why they believe that these women are victims. Diddy is telling a different story, has a different view of this, but first, what they said in the indictment, we want to get to that.
Yeah, this is really a critical development because Diddy's lawyer has been harping on this case being built entirely around Cassie, who he had a relationship with, and he says the nature of that relationship may have been rocky, but it's not a crime. By adding these two additional women, the feds are sort of bolstering their case, and they're saying these women were also lured and trafficked for prostitution, and he says they were paid by being paid in career opportunities, they were paid in money, and they were paid in maybe their housing expenses and rent being paid, which Diddy is characterizing as, yeah, this is what I do for my girlfriends. So girlfriends being paid their housing expenses is not a crime either.
Yeah, so they haven't revealed their identities, but certainly when they describe it like that he's done all these things for them, paid for these things, it sounds like it will be that one or both of them might be someone that we know, that we've seen him out with, because it certainly sounds like they're very close. But we don't know yet. The official response from Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, they said, the latest indictment contains no new offenses. Prosecution's theory remains flawed. The government has added the ridiculous theory that two of Mr. Combs' former girlfriends were not girlfriends at all, but were prostitutes. Mr. Combs is as committed as ever to fighting these charges and winning at trial. So, there it is. His people are saying they're girlfriends, which means I do think we are going to figure out at some point, we're going to hear who they are. And it sounds like they're probably going to testify.